Value lists have been a big thing in mostly Roblox simulators for years. Take Bubblegum Simulator as example. The game came out in late 2018 and pretty quickly gained a trading community with people creating their value lists to make trading easier. But with that comes many problems. What if the owner decides to manipulate values? Or maybe the value list isn't even showing the correct values. But what are value lists? Nowadays, you'd most likely see a nice-looking website that tells you value for different pets. In this case, I'm in Cosmic Value's value list. Here, you'd see exclusive pets and rare items displayed mostly, not every single thing in the game. That's because value lists are mainly used to check values on something less common. And as for who creates value lists, it can really be anyone as soon they got the passion to update values for everything and have time to spend on that. It could even be a YouTuber, like Alpha GG back in the Bubblegum Simulator days, but we'll get back there a little later. As soon you got a way to actually promote the value list and a reason for people to use it instead of others, you can actually make a successful value list pretty much. So I took Cosmic Values as an example, a value list for Pet Simulator 99 and Pets Go. But in both of those games, there is something called RAP. It displays how much players pay on average for a pet or item. So then why do people still use value lists? Well, for pets like these, even thought they are exclusive rarity, they are common enough for people to buy them often enough for the value to update very often. Same goes for items like this. They are so common and not really expensive most of the time. You'd have no problems with that. But there are still two reasons as to why some use value lists. Firstly, some pets or items are too rare to update the RAP, or they would just end up being not accurate. And secondly, sometimes people can manipulate the RAP by using alt accounts and mass-selling pets or items for a lot more. An example is bananas. You wouldn't expect it to happen with item like that since it's super common, but it still can happen. And because of that, something like huge pets could have higher RAP than they actually should. And now, when I explained the purpose of value lists, let's actually get to the main point I wanted to discuss. Can you trust value lists? Take as example Cosmic Values that I showed earlier already. Would you trust that value list? The answer is most likely yes. Why wouldn't you trust it? It's the biggest one in Pet Simulator community, regularly updates the values, and overall just has a lot of people with expensive inventories using it. What about a value list from a YouTuber with over 100,000 of subscribers? Going back to Alpha GG's value list in Bubblegum Simulator. Would you trust this one? I mean, he's a decently big YouTuber, so why would he manipulate values, right? If you've played Bubblegum Simulator about 4 years ago and were into trading, you may know what the Top Hat incident was. That's when Alpha GG made a video about Top Hat's secret pets and said they should be worth much more because of having variations. And because of that, they actually rose pretty much instantly just a day after the video. One of the problems with that is the fact that Alpha GG recently got some more top hats at the time of making the video. That's also what some were pointing out in the comments. Because of stuff like that, people just didn't trust Alpha GG as much with values, since he did create value lists after Bubblegum Simulator 2. There is even a meme image that jokes about him making pets worth more. And I've told about all of this for a reason, because now we're getting to Cosmic Values, the biggest pet simulator value list, and what I think many might not know about is that it has been accused of value manipulating many times for a while at this point. And recently, more proof of them allegedly value manipulating have been brought up. This image has been posted on Publish showing them allegedly rising Titanic SpongeBob by 10 billions. So what happened here is that allegedly one of the owners of the value list made the Titanic pet worth less, got it for less, and then set the value back up pretty quickly to sell it for more. That's what you call value manipulating for your own benefit. And this is just one example, and one of a few that has been actually caught. The reason there's not many examples to actually see is because they allegedly delete these value changes from public view pretty quickly, so seeing one happening would actually be pretty hard. Someone on Twitter asked why Titanic Arcade Cat was worth more than its shiny version, despite there existing 2.5 times less of shiny ones, and well, they are shiny, which also means they are stronger. The replies do mention the fact Cosmic Values have been caught allegedly manipulating values before, and even that the owner tried to blackmail some other people, but that one is not confirmed. So take the information with a grain of salt. Here's also a better quality image for the Arcade Cats incident. You can tell that this is not how it's supposed to be. Even thinking logically, the normal would not be worth more than shiny. Here's some more examples of allegedly value manipulations. Big percent jumps would only happen to pets that are currently obtainable, but those screenshots are coming from months or even more after the pets came out. And they have hundreds or even over 1,000 of exists in the game, meaning they can't just randomly go up or down like that. I've also been told that maybe one of the staff members might have had their inventory go from being worth 20 billion to 500 billion in a somewhat short amount of time for this big of a jump. And talking about staff members from Cosmic Values, one of them was apparently trying to manipulate values for their own benefit and got fired. As they say, they were promised something as a reward, but because of doing that, they were fired. Does that mean the owner does not want values to be manipulated? Well, I'd say it's most likely that only certain staff members can benefit from that, depending on how close they are as friends with the owner. But that is just my guess. They definitely would not want every staff member to be able to manipulate values, since that could easily go wrong. But why would they care enough to manipulate values if it's just in-game items that aren't actually worth anything? Well, there is a good chance they might be cross-trading. That would give a really good reason behind them wanting to allegedly manipulate values so badly. A bit over a year ago, there has apparently been an incident where Rickson, who's the owner of Cosmic Values, asked for 4 trillion diamonds a month, or many huge Grinch cats in exchange for using his data. That can easily be considered as an offer to cross-trade, which is allegedly coming from the owner of Cosmic Values. So we're basically seeing the biggest value list for one of the biggest Roblox simulator games being owned by someone who allegedly manipulates values. That's not a good thing for sure, but I don't think there's really any big value list like this that people could actually trust. I might be wrong though, and maybe there is one. But anyway, let me know in the comments if I got anything wrong, or if there's something I might have missed in the video, but that's value lists for you. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I would really appreciate that. You can watch one of these videos while waiting for a new one. They are good too. Join my Discord server. You can chat with me and other members. The link is in description, and I will see you soon.